Still runs. Castellanos. Is it playable? Tucker coming in. Kyle Tucker's going to get there. Make the catch! The Houston Astros are the 2022 World Series champions. And look where they all went in the dugout. The players on the field celebrating in the dugout. There's one guy who's getting all the hugs.
There he is in that C there in that dugout. In Dusty, we trusty, Dusty Baker.
The second World Series title in Astros history. One that for all these players, coaches, front office members, they feel is a validating
Look how salty John
championship. A magical run for the Phillies.
I purposely changed the channel last night so I didn't have to watch
Still
it.
wearing his gloves, man.
Yeah, so I saw Dusty Baker last night during the celebration. There was it almost looked like IV bags of fluids, and he was passing them around to the players, and then he took a drink of it. So my man's so worried wearing nitrile gloves, yet he's drinking after everybody else.
I saw a video of him the other day where he stole somebody's peanuts. The player had their peanuts and he just grabbed them and ate like a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
with his gloves on.
yeah, with his gloves on. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to another Sunday morning with NBR. We have some new champs on top. Houston Astros win a big series. The Georgia Bulldogs took care of business in Athens, Georgia.
How about them Irish?
The Irish took down Clemson. A lot of good stuff to talk about today, fellas.
NC
How's
State.
it going?
Morning.
Very
Morning.
good.
Paulie, how's it going, buddy?
10 out of a 10. 10 out of a 10, buddy.
You
Are you triggered as always?
You want to
What's
go?
that?
We said, are you triggered as always?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just here. Let's go. Bring it on. I'll
you
give people something Ajax won't take off.
You want me to start your intro? You ready to roll, buddy?
Let's roll. Let's do it.
Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid minds on Facebook and have some damn class.
Hey, everybody out there. Good morning. Hey, I hope you had your coffee and your muffin, and now it's time to break out that popcorn. All right, guys. Today I want to talk about some spoiled brats. All right. And I know you could tell by looking at my jersey and all that stuff right now, I'm a Bears fan. But you know what? I'm going to talk about these Packer fans. They're acting like a bunch of spoiled brats. And this is why. Packers did not make a trade at the deadline. The Packer fans apparently went on social media and they wanked about it. And they're calling for the general manager's head to be fired. And I'm like, really? I go, the Packers, in the last 26 out of the 30 seasons, they have played 500 or better football. In the NFL, on an average year in the playoffs, half the teams that make the playoffs the following year don't make it. Yet, the Packers have been 26 out of 30 seasons over 500. I don't get it. I don't get it. So these brats, these spoiled brats, are going on social media and they're saying they want the general manager fired, this and that and this, and it's like the Packers right now, folks out there, the Packers debacle is not a surprise. It really isn't. They don't give Aaron Jones the ball enough. They got a young wide receiver core that Rodgers and them have not synced up yet. The special teams have been awful. And Matt LaFleur, as a head coach, the dude's overrated. You're overrated, all right? All right? You're overrated, Matt LaFleur. You haven't done nothing, really. You know what you've done? You've beaten Detroit Lions a couple times, and you beat the Chicago Bears a couple times. You know what? And you flopped. You flopped in the playoffs the last two seasons. You guys are pathetic, all right? You're pathetic. You're beating the Lions and the Bears. Right now, some high school football teams in Texas can beat the Bears and the Lions. I mean, come on, LaFleur,
Sadly.
you're over, huh?
Sadly, yes.
Yes, sadly. Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. And you Packer fans who are wanking and crying out on social media, you've been spoiled for way too long. How about you listen to Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers, your quarterback, the leader of the Packers. All right? He's saying we're not that good right now. He's saying right now, maybe after towards Thanksgiving or something, the quarterback and him and his new wide receiver core, well, they'll sync up, you know? I don't know. I just say this. In sports, everybody reboots periodically. North Carolina basketball team, one of the best ever in the nation. They reboot. Tom Brady left the Patriots. You know why? Because he knew the Patriots were rebooting. He jumped ship. He went to Tampa. You know what? Sports. Every year, teams are rebooting. Packer fans, you've been spoiled for way too long. And Rodgers is right. He's right. They're not that good right now. And I hate to say that because Rodgers is one of those guys, he just gives the impression that he's smarter than everybody else in the room. You know, that's my impression of that guy. But he's actually saying what needs to be said. We're not that good right now. And, you know, so the Packer fans are just wanking. They've had it too good, too long. And let's face it, you know, you guys got to accept it right now. You know, acceptance is the key to happiness. And you Packer fans, you guys are pathetic. And you know what? And stop putting your wanking stuff on the freaking social media about, okay, Bears, okay, Lions. You guys, it's your turn now. We're going to, you know what? I can't say this because I'm on public radio, but you know what? You know what to do with that statement, okay? Hey, the Vikings are doing great right now. The Vikings are the ones that are in the North. They're the ones that are playing good ball. Anyways, Packers, stop your wanking, go to reboot mode, and join the rest of us out here, okay?
I thought you were going to tell them to go to rehab.
Well, they need to go to some sort of rehab. It would call you know, laying off the cheese maybe a little bit too much. You know, put the cheese down a little bit, guys. Anyways, that's my rant, and off to you, Fleekster. Thank you.
Right on, man. Great job there, buddy.
Thank you.
Hope you're all right. You got to go to the clinic after the show every Sunday?
No, I got my oxygen mask over here, so you know, on break I'll put some O2 on my face. But, yeah,
I think we should
good.
start reading off LeBron James stats before he goes. Get him fired up a little bit.
Off to you, Fleekster, with that one.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know. Depending on what poll you read, the number one or the number two team dominated the number one or number two team. In one poll there, Tennessee was ranked number one and ranked number two in the other poll, and vice versa for Georgia. So I don't know which one to go by. I've been saying this for years, man. Like, I don't know what, first of all, I don't know why you're doing rankings until it actually counts. Put these guys in the you know, postseason. And also, even if you are going to do the rankings, shouldn't the national champs be number one until they get beat?
It's not professional. They don't have the same athletes rolling over every year. It's completely
well, they
different.
just proved they are number one.
Is that they're definitely?
Yeah, but they had to prove it.
Right.
These guys weren't the team last year.
Yeah, but it just drives me nuts. Like, it'll be like week one, and they're already ranking the teams. It's like they haven't even played a damn game yet.
Well, they do that. They do that because we're talking about it.
Yeah, and watching.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like the week one Notre Dame Ohio State game. Now Notre Dame is fallen heavily and shouldn't have even been top five. And then we know that, but it sold the game.
I get basketball rankings on my phone.
Yeah,
daily.
Season literally just started.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about the college football yesterday.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it was a good day of games for sure.
There was a bunch of upsets for me.
Yeah, Kansas beat Oklahoma State.
Notre Dame beat Clemson.
Yep, Notre Dame beat Clemson.
Michigan State
Oh,
beat number 16 Illinois.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Alabama
Geor-
went down.
Yep,
Georgia
Alabama
Bulldogs.
lost.
So
Good weekend.
Alabama went down in a crazy way, crazy
Yeah.
fashion. They were in overtime, and
That's video game fashion.
or not Clemson. Drawing a blank here.
They're in
LSU.
Death Valley, LSU.
Yeah, LSU.
Yeah, LSU.
Yeah, LSU.
It's in overtime, and they go for 2 to win the game.
That move
Why
right
not,
there,
man?
Coach Kelly, that was a great that dude doing that call was amazing to me. Not going for the tie, but going for the win. And he pulled it off. It worked.
Is it only amazing because it worked? What if he would have been the,
Yep.
they would have drug him through the mud this morning.
Well,
if it didn't
think
work.
about it. In
Yep.
basketball, they take a 3 when they're down by 2. You know, you see it all the time. I don't
I
hate
don't know. I
it.
think that's a little bit different, man. Like
If
I
it
think
was
in overtime,
Alabama-
you're playing Alabama, man. You want the tie.
Well,
I think
it-
if you're playing Alabama, if you have a chance to win, go for it.
And it's all
Hey.
dependent on what that coach is seeing in the game. If that does he
Yeah,
trust his offense or his defense more? And I don't.
Right.
Alabama
Players are
offense
getting
is-
tired. If he's had guys go down,
Yeah.
like, they
It's
may have been on
amazing.
their last line of defense. So
it's amazing
I
because
like
it
it.
worked.
It's a big ball move. I like it.
Let us
Yeah,
know
me too.
on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. But you're right. It paid off this time.
For sure.
Yeah,
They just changed the rule. It was after double overtime anyway. You have to start going for 2, right? So
yeah,
at some
Yeah.
point
So
they
if
would have
there's
had
only
to.
1 point. Yeah.
yeah.
Good
That's
point.
And
Crazy.
anything can happen in overtime. Anything can happen. Like go
Mhm,
for the
mhm.
win,
Right.
especially against Alabama.
Well,
I agree. Yeah.
That takes some courage, and good on the coach for doing
For
that,
sure.
believing in his team.
Yeah, everybody loves to see Alabama go down.
Yep.
Unless
And
you're
that-
obviously an Alabama fan. It's, I've
And
said
that
this
too.
a million times, and I'll continue to say it, man. People that wear Alabama gear in Tennessee, man, it drives me nuts. Only because your team's been so bad for so long, you jump ship. And to me, that's
Mhm.
blasphemy.
Agreed.
I'm about to do it as a Lions fan, though.
So, well,
I'm
that might, be
shopping
a
for a
little,
new team.
that might be a little different because we've had a lifetime.
I was
of
gonna say that's
agony.
literally 50 plus years.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm shopping.
So a lot of people that are not in the Midwest, they don't realize this, but the Detroit Lions, since the inception of the NFL, have one playoff win.
Tough,
The
man.
inception since day one. That's Super Bowl era is going to be Super Bowl 57. That's 57 freaking years. You have one playoff win in that time.
And before the
Mm.
Super Bowl was a thing, they were winning all kinds of championships, weren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, and then the owner comes out and says, "No, we trust the process." I'm like, "What?
Mhm. It's a 100-year process.
It's
I don't
not
even-
working."
yeah. I don't even want to.
Well,
She doesn't.
I'm a-
She
about those
doesn't have a
idiots anymore.
competitive bone in her body. There's not a competitive bone in her body,
No.
and she's so out of touch.
well, after watching Georgia yesterday, guys, I think they're in control of their own destiny. They look super powerful. They look good.
Yeah, and let's see who they got the rest of the year. They Mississippi State next weekend, Kentucky the weekend after that.
And
Yeah, so
Yeah.
their
SEC
strength is
championship game.
their strength of schedule's not been as good as perhaps Tennessee's, but they beat Tennessee and it was dominating, and so I'm interested to see how the rankings will come out Tuesday and how this college football playoff picture is going to unwind. This is really interesting.
And
That
it
was
is.
their-
Go ahead. What were you saying, John?
That was their first ranked game since Oregon in week 1.
Yeah,
Georgia.
didn't they beat Oregon like 72-0?
Yeah, it's 49-3, and then
Wow.
so
But
Wow.
Tennessee. Oh, we lost.
yeah, Richard's
Uh-oh.
gone.
Tennessee beat the crap out of LSU earlier in the season too. It was like 40-something to 13. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize
That checks
LSU was still in the picture until last night. But
yeah.
But Ohio State's not impressing me. I mean, they're winning every week, but it almost seems like they don't wake up until like the third or fourth quarter. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, they let Northwestern hang in there.
they
and
did
Penn
score
State.
77 points earlier in the year, though.
Ohio State got bailed out by a couple of their key players in that Penn State game for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see Ohio State being up in the top 4. I don't know.
They
No,
scored
Penn State's
40
a decent team, though. Northwestern's terrible.
Yeah.
Ohio
So
State
that's a little
scored 40
different.
points every week except for 2. It's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah,
dominant.
but they played 1-7 Northwestern yesterday and only got held to 21-7.
That's
Like,
true. Yeah, Northwestern gave them
that shouldn't happen. That's
if they're trying to make a statement about making it to the playoffs, they're not doing a very good job of it right now.
you
Right.
can't do. You definitely can't do
these
that
games.
against
These games you
Georgia.
got to win big.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah,
win
you gotta
big.
put-
No
Yeah,
question.
especially when the other teams in the top 5, 7, 10 are losing.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a chance to. Yeah.
Michigan scared me a little bit yesterday, but pulled this
Well,
together
hey,
in the second half.
We got
They
any
ended up winning
basketball
pretty good.
news to talk about?
Okay.
Do we?
Lakers lost again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Surprise,
Lakers play
surprise.
Cleveland tonight, don't they?
I don't know, actually.
Pretty sure they do. They play Cleveland.
Um,
So that'll be good.
Hey,
but-
Jason,
Milwaukee Bucks are 9-0.
how we doing on our picks, Jason?
He's got it down there whenever he gets back in.
Okay.
He's had a picture. He had the graphic, but I
Gotcha.
don't know what he's got going on.
Right.
You got that new computer. It might be
Yeah, he's
messed
got
up.
technical issues going on.
Oh.
I don't know.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I can try and pull it
Mhm.
up. I've got it on my computer. I have access, I believe.
You sent it to us the other day. It was pretty. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Oh, there
Ah.
it is. Yeah.
There we go.
He pulled that one up. That wasn't me.
Jason in the front running.
Jason's in the lead.
Yep. Now is that did everybody pick the same on Thursday?
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
including the Thursday.
It doesn't have a Thursday.
We can't hear you. You're back, but we can't hear you. You're like muted.
It
You're
was
full
Thursday.
muted.
The Eagles was Thursday night.
Yeah, everybody had the Eagles, obviously.
Yeah.
Against Houston.
I'm the only one that picked the Bears. Huh.
Well, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, Steelers got to bye this weekend, so I
Yep.
can't pick them.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody. It looks like everybody picked the Bengals.
It's a pretty close. A
I
lot of
was
us picked the
very
Lions.
close to not picking the Bengals. I was this close. I had to.
Yeah. The Bengals was a.
Well, congratulations, Jason, because you've taken the lead. I've had the
It's-
lead for some
Well,
time now.
I'm not
Hey,
celebrating yet.
This
Now-
is the halfway point. We still got a whole another half.
Right.
Yes, we do. Yes,
I
sir,
could
we
tank the
do.
rest of the season.
Yeah, I have a feeling Eric's going to turn it on one of these weeks and just catch fire.
I don't know, man. Mine's the list of sorry people.
Hey,
I'm calling it now. You're going to catch fire
for the whole season, I've been picking the Bears and the Steelers every week. So I'm giving you guys as much as I can give you. But you know what? Let's go. I'm game on.
Of the year. It
Huh?
helped you. It helped you a lot at the beginning of the year. You got a couple of wins off of them. But
You're still muted, bro. I don't know if you know this.
Can't hear me?
Oh, no.
No,
now we
got
can.
you now.
I have no
Welcome
idea what the hell
back.
happened, man. Hello. Technical difficulties.
I think you see, we deserve a raise because you just left us alone here on this show, man.
I just
Hey,
switched from Windows to Apple, and I have no idea how to use this thing yet.
Hey, did we get any new Patreon members this week?
I haven't looked. I don't think so, but we have some swag coming.
Swag.
Got some hoodies for the fellas, and Paulie's wife just put in an order for 2 more hoodies, so that one's coming in late, but the order is in, and got some hats coming too. So we're doing
Flying
some
off the shelf.
giveaways and some sales. You know, got some good stuff coming.
Get them while it's hot, people. Get them while it's hot. The money all goes to
profits,
the,
to the
yeah,
cause.
it's all nonprofit.
That's right.
All nonprofit.
Yeah, there'll be some coffee cups coming, some hats, some hoodies, some all kinds of stuff coming.
Definitely.
This has got the OG logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
We got some stuff with the new logo
Yeah.
coming. So
Meanwhile, Paulie and Eric are still waiting on him.
Yeah, still waiting.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, I was about to say you guys don't get mugs.
I figure I'm gonna wait till the hoodies come in, and I'll just
You
wrap
send
up
it all
the
at
cups.
once.
So when you open up the box, you just don't get all crazy and flip that thing
Sling it
open. There's
around.
gonna be a cup inside there.
Break it immediately when you get it.
So we talked about the college football. We talked about our picks.
I'm gonna wear that hoodie every time I go to a sporting event now.
Yeah, same.
Mhm.
Same.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the one.
How about a little World Series talk, fellas?
Yeah.
Let's
I was
bring
gonna
it.
say at least Jeremy Pena. I think we got to talk about him.
Hey,
Yeah,
Justin Ver.
I mean, it's crazy how the Astros lost Carlos Correa, right? Generational talent, and just threw in Jeremy Pena. The kid won a Gold Glove, the ALCS MVP, World Series MVP. Kid's a baller, man. I can see why they let Correa walk.
It's almost a timely thing. Like Correa's hasn't been. I mean, he opted out in Minnesota, didn't he?
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, actually, Rizzo opted out too, but he wants a longer deal supposedly. So it's for good reason.
And I think Rizzo's kind of I read Rizzo was pushing pretty hard for Judge to stay a Yankee, and
I think that's going to help.
Yeah, he said something about he wants to see Judge sign a max deal and then become the captain as well. I read.
Yeah, I've heard that talk a lot, but there's a lot of moves that have to be made, and honestly, the Major League Baseball of next season is about to really get kicked off here soon.
Yep.
So, going to see who's going to make the moves, but.
And congratulations, Justin Verlander, on getting his first World Series win.
Dusty Baker, man. I'm really for someone that was watched Hank Aaron break the record. He's seen a lot of baseball.
Yeah. He said, "Nice to try. Love Dusty."
He was on the on-deck circle when Hank Aaron broke the record.
He said this morning, he goes, "Hey, I stuck around long enough. Eventually, I was hoping it would happen, and it did. So, yeah, good for Dusty."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
he's deserving for
again,
sure.
So they might go back to back.
It's the gloves. I don't think he's ever going to take them off now.
Don't blame him. He's gonna have to put the ring on over it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he wears the same pair.
Well, baseball players are superstitious, big time.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they amazing. The Astros. That's amazing how they just put next guy up.
Look at Alvarez. Alvarez came. That's another farm system guy. Look at their pitcher. The guy pitched last night. He's been nasty. So it's just they've got a good organization. I wish that they got penalized from the last time, but
hey, I'm going to throw something out there real quick. Just a real brief. Kyrie Irving, there is freedom of speech out there for everybody. We got that. That's your right. Freedom of speech, First Amendment. But underneath that is small print. When you work for corporate America and you have a boss, they have their own rules as well. So, you said what you said, you wrote what you wrote. That's fine, whatever. But you know what? You work for a boss, and that boss said you're sitting for 5 games. I think this guy's nothing but a plague on every team he goes to. Anyways, that's my little Kyrie spiel.
Kyrie's weird. Cleveland doesn't win that championship without Kyrie, so I don't know.
Well, what's disappointing?
It wasn't LeBron, right? It was all Kyrie.
I can't say all Kyrie, but
he had a big part to do.
Trying to trigger the old dudes.
You needed both of them.
Well, what's the deal with this guy, guys? He's played like 60 games in the last 7 seasons, and he's but yet he's getting paid multi-million-dollar contracts, and the fans are paying for the tickets to go watch his greatness, but he never shows up. I mean, what's his deal, man?
It's like Jason said, he's different. He's just not like
he's a savant,
and he thinks differently than everybody else. And honestly, he's pretty educated, so he's
somewhat
speaks on his own.
Yeah, he went to Duke.
I was gonna say he went to Duke, so he's got to be. He only went for a year, I think.
He played there too. He only played like 8 games. So.
Oh, he's disappointing a lot of fans out there when you only play 60 games in 7 seasons.
Yeah. You can't afford to not give him the money because he is that good of a player, but he is. He's just so iffy. Why? What?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
That's a tough topic. It's a really tough one. So I like him. He's a good talented basketball player, but his way of thinking may have gotten him into some trouble where he's lost playing time.
Do you guys think he's a good teammate?
From what I've heard, everybody that says they've played with him said he's not like a horrible, like he's not like in there just absolutely trashing everything. Like he's Kyrie. You gotta like. It's kind of like a Dennis Rodman situation where you have to understand he's not like everybody else. You kind of got to give him a little wiggle room.
And but Rodman, you know what though? But Rodman showed up for basketball.
Oh yeah,
games.
I'm not saying.
Yeah,
I know
him, but Rodman showed up though. This guy This guy goes hiatus for 10 months because
they dragged him to a lot of it.
I was gonna say Jordan, and they did say they had to go find him once or twice,
but and Carmel Electric hotel room.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The guy doesn't show up though.
More of a pain for the upper management people than he is for the players on the court.
Yeah.
I think he's just like that kid in class that's like, do this assignment. And he's like, well, why? And he wants to do it backwards than everybody else. He doesn't really affect anybody else on the court. If anything, makes him better. But off the court, he rattles up things in upper management. And that's why I think he bounces around. I think these upper management guys are like, I'm not dealing with this. Get him out of here.
But he didn't really like Boston either. So what he did in Boston wasn't all that great, and a lot of people hate him in Boston. But that's just Boston's fan base is relentless.
Yeah,
I mean everybody in Boston hates that dude.
Yeah,
I think it would have helped if Brad Stevens was in upper management then, rather than a head coach too. But I don't think it would have saved it. I don't think he'd ride out any place too long.
But he takes a 10-month hiatus, guys, because of the riots in D.C. and he's traumatized. And yet he's getting paid the whole time, and he doesn't show up. He doesn't show up.
That is one thing you can't really. He gives a lot back to the community. Like he donates probably the most top 5 out of all NBA players for sure. Like he donates a ton of money.
It doesn't seem to help him any if he's doing all this other stuff.
That's I don't know.
And a lot of it is how we get it delivered to us too. Like we're not there in experiencing it firsthand. So
I will
a lot
say
of it's media, which
what he did.
How that goes.
Yeah, what he did. The book / documentary that he's talking about was pretty horrible. Like I don't want to get deeply into it. Like they said the Holocaust was fake, all this yada yada whatever. Just I don't know. Like I get you can say what you want to say. I don't really think he was promoting it, but you gotta be careful. You can't just.
I mean, freedom of speech is not hate speech. It's not the same.
No, yeah. There's a clause in the Constitution, so you can't.
Right.
Harmful speech. It's. I don't remember the term, but.
I mean, he had a couple of interviews where he said he wasn't promoting it.
Like,
he's not like he was saying it was a good thing.
Was it before or after he got caught though?
Well, after he posted it was once everybody kind of rustled it up, but like in his mind, it was, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I see from what I heard, he had plenty of opportunity to make an apology for what he did, but he didn't do it until after like
he was suspended.
He was suspended. Yeah.
So it didn't seem very genuine.
Right. That goes back to his rebelliousness, where he's just like he didn't believe he did anything wrong, and he thinks that if he backs down to that, it's he's
because in his eyes he's not promoting it. He just wanted to his defense was it's history. Like you should no matter if it's good or bad history, you need to know it.
Well, how about he just do this? Just play basketball, Kyrie. That's what you get paid to do. That's what I say. Just play basketball.
I think he should take a page out of Kanye West's book and go on a 30-day speaking fast.
That would probably help him out a little bit.
Kanye's still a little more.
Kanye's a whole another.
Yeah, that's
that's a whole other episode to deal with Kanye.
Thank God he's not in sports. Yeah, that would be a whole week's worth of
Kanye report. We'd have a segment for that.
Yeah.
I think Kanye may have CTE. That dude lost it.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
he needs to fast for a while.
We're gonna wrap it up here. It's been
30 minutes.
Yeah. Get into some political discussion here.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want Paulie's head to explode.
Hey,
he's already had his rant.
No, every man makes their own decision. Kyrie made his decisions. He's got to live with it.
Yeah, he's a big boy. So
decision consequences.
I want to thank all of our listeners for hopping on. Thank you for our Patreon members.
Definitely.
Remember,
and our future Patreon members.
And our future Patreon members. Hop in the description there. Click on the link. Throw us a few bucks and help the cause out, man. Everything, like we said, 100% of the money goes right into the nonprofit. See everyone next Sunday.
Most definitely.
Yep. See you next Sunday.
Take it easy.